Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is really nice to see all of you guys here again. If you are new here, my name is Dave and I do tech reviews, and I've been living with the Galaxy Fold 4 for a few months now. I think we're on like 4 going on 5, and this thing has been immensely complimentary to my everyday life, and I've been swapping back and forth between the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the Google Pixel 7 Pro, and I find myself sort of gravitating back towards this because of the way that it fits into my lifestyle. Now, normally these videos I would sort of like jumpstart with like getting into talking about performance and battery and things like that, but I actually want to start this video talking about a viewer, Patrick, who gave me consent to screenshot his comment and put it in this video. In my previous video that I'll have linked right up here in the top right corner of your screen for you, I talk a lot about how the Fold 4 in a lot of ways is complementary for not only my everyday sort of like civilian lifestyle, but also in my personal work lifestyle as a therapist. Patrick works an IT job, and he said for him, the way that he uses this to complement his lifestyle is he'll use a big form factor of the folding display, take pictures of the server racks, and then with the S Pen draw the directions that the cables are supposed to go in those server racks. And I think that's a really cool thing, that your phone can be complementary for your work lifestyle as a work companion, in addition to all of the things that we've come accustomed to when we're using our phones for different everyday things, and I think that's awesome. I know for me, in previous videos I've talked about how working as a therapist, there have been times when I forget to print out the paperwork that I need, but I'll have a digital copy of that paperwork on the Fold and have clientele sign off on paperwork before we begin working together, which is really cool. I know my dad, for example, in his car, he uses a back mount on his Fold 4, has that attached to the inside of his phone, and he uses the Fold as like a nice mini GPS navigation screen when he's driving places. With the folding display, I'll play like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and because you can split the phone in this orientation, I can be playing on my half of the screen and have the other person's side of the screen up in an orientation where I don't have to look over or hold the phone up. I can have it like on the table, kind of like Battleship, and that is awesome. You may not need your phone to do these things, but if you're looking for something that can handle that unique type of usage, then this thing has you covered in a number of different ways. It's been immensely enjoyable to use every single time I pick it up. Now, I mentioned in my Galaxy Fold 4 versus iPhone 14 Pro Max video, letting you guys know that if you're looking for something that is like a battery champ, hands down, even though I love the heck out of the Fold 4, the 14 Pro Max is going to just flat out give you much better battery life than the Fold 4 is. That being said, the Fold 4 battery life is actually really good in my experience. I can consistently get, I want to say, like close to 7 hours of screen on time from this battery, and that's a combination of multitasking for work tasks, for productivity, for gaming, texting, phone calls, opening and closing documents, going on social media, a lot of things. This thing is a powerhouse in every single way. It handles all of the tasks that you need it to handle pretty much flawlessly, I would say. I actually can't think of a single time in my months using this where something like jittered or froze or crashed on me. No, honestly. I mean, when you're multitasking, jumping back and forth from one application to another, when you have 3 apps open on your screen at one time, the only thing I could say, and it wasn't even like the things crash, is there's like a little bar at the bottom of your screen that you can use to toggle back and forth between applications. Sometimes when I was in that 3 window mode, I would hit one of those and then it would either like throw a new app into one of the windows or take away all the windows and put that app up. But I can't say that anything has ever like crashed or just been flat out broken on this device. Samsung did a great job with the software, and it's still just as fast and smooth as the day that I first cracked it out of the box. And I think that's really awesome. There's something I realized coming from the Pixel 7 Pro to the Fold 4 that I realized I missed, and didn't realize I missed it until I didn't have it anymore. For my line of work as a therapist, there are times when I'm getting phone calls from random numbers from different referral providers or insurances trying to follow up for their clientele. And so getting a lot of random numbers on the Pixel 7 Pro, it was great because I could just screen the call. And if it was a spam number, it would let me know. I would just hit the end button. And if it was actually something important, I could see the transcript on the screen to know that, oh, it is a provider. Oh, it is an insurance that's calling me for provider services. And so not having that on the Fold 4 has been a little annoying, actually, not having that available. If you guys know a workaround, or if there's like an application that I can use to kind of like put that on the Fold 4, please let me know, because I didn't realize how much I loved that on the Pixel 7 Pro, and it worked and fit into my lifestyle really well. And I don't have it anymore, so let me know, please. I have to like answer every single phone call now. Super first world problem. But it saves you a lot of time, man. Yeah. Also, if you are enjoying the video and want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to stay up to date with what I am doing next, and a thumbs up does go a long way to helping me out here on the channel. But enough of that. Back to your video. Something to note for you guys is that when you're using that vlogger mode where you can see yourself on the display while using the back cameras, you can't use the 8K 24 FPS mode. You can only go up to the 4K 60, which still looks really darn good. And to address one of the big questions I seem to get a lot of on my previous Fold 4 videos is, why would I use the Fold 4 over just say like an iPad mini? I guess the answer, at least in my eyes, is pretty simple, is because the iPad mini is not a phone. The Fold 4, when you want a phone, you have a phone, and when you want a mini tablet, you have a mini tablet. You can't put an iPad mini in your pocket. Well, I suppose you could, but you'd need really, really large pockets. And so that's not taking anything away from the iPad mini. I know a lot of people that love that device, but the flexibility of having the type of device that you want to have at a moment's notice, all in one, I think is the biggest differentiating factor and a reason that I love the Fold 4. Something I have noticed, and this wasn't recently, this actually something I noticed, I want to say like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, is that when opening the screen on the Fold 4, I don't know if you can, let me see. I don't know if the microphone's gonna pick that up. There's like a little bit of a crackling inside of like the hinge mechanism that I hear. That sounds super alarming. Wish the sound weren't there, but I haven't actually had a problem opening the screen. I haven't felt like there's any resistance outside of like the normal premium sort of resistance that you get straight out of the box. That's still there, but I don't feel like there's anything caught inside of the little gear mechanism thingies that's like broken inside or making it difficult to open or close the phone. That's not a problem, but the sound is there. And as someone that paid a lot of money for this, because Samsung didn't send it to me, it's a little concerning. It is there, and something that I want to let you guys know of that I've experienced. Yeah, gotta be objective, even though I love the heck out of this thing, you know? Now, over time, I've come to maintain the primary camera on the Fold 4 is amazing. The detail that you get out of pictures on this device is great. The portrait mode looks fantastic. The cinematic video looks really, really good. The only two things that leave you desiring a bit more are definitely the zoom and the ultra wide on the phone. The ultra wide, some of the details starts to sort of like fall apart a little bit around the edges. It's not awful, and I've taken pretty solid pictures on this device with the ultra wide, but it's not going to be quite what you're getting out of like the Pixel 7 Pro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I'm going to give you guys some samples so you guys can devise your own thoughts on what you think of them. Just want to let you guys know my experience over the last few months. You might find it differently. So here you go, enjoy.
Let's go, Jace. Let's go, Jace.
Oh, stuck the landing. Stuck the landing. Now, one of the things I use every single day on the Galaxy Fold 4 is the fingerprint sensor, which is very fast and responsive. I've never had a problem with it, as well as the finger thumb swipe feature where you can swipe it down and it actually brings your notification shade down. I use that every single day and it's immensely helpful. One of the things I love immensely about the Fold 4's bigger display is that when you're using the small little media player, for example, if you minimize, say like Hulu or YouTube and you're watching a video, on normal phones, you know, the bubble's kind of small, but on the Fold 4, you can have a large bubble where you can see things more clearly and still do the things that you want to do, which I use all the time, honestly. And something that was immediately apparent to me coming from the Pixel 7 Pro was the speakers, actually. The Pixel 7 Pro speakers are definitely improved over the 6 Pro from the year before, but man, I couldn't help but notice that like these carry more bass to them, it gets louder than on the Pixel 7 Pro, and for me, that's something that I've really been enjoying. The Pixel 7 Pro, again, they did a good job improving that, but I noticed it almost immediately just how much better these are. Yeah, it's been nice. Actually, let me know how you flex with your phone. Super cheesy and stupid. But let me know in the comment section how you guys like use your Fold to fit into your lifestyle. It's really cool that something like this can be applicable in so many different ways. And yeah, it's kind of cool for us nerds. But anyway, guys, thank you so much again for stopping by and hanging out. I wish you a fantastic remainder of your day, afternoon, and or night, depending on the time it is you're watching this. And as always, peace, love, and adios.